Welcome back to Ball Talk with me, Lewis Bryon, and today I'm joined as usual by goalkeeper Ollie Webber. And Ollie, it's been the first game week of the Prem. Prem's back.
Yeah, Prem's back.
Yeah, let's start with, just for reference, I'm an Arsenal fan and you're a Man United fan.
Yeah.
So let's start with the Man United game.
Yeah.
So it was obviously at Old Trafford, 1-0 win for Arsenal. What did you make of the game overall?
I thought it was quite good from United's point of view. I thought it was plenty of positives to take. Obviously, it's never good to lose. You don't want to lose, but I thought there was loads of positives there. We looked better than we did last year.
Definitely.
Which is a big pro. But we didn't win, which isn't great. And we need to I think we still need a goalkeeper because that goal to concede is just not great.
Who was the goalkeeper?
He's Turkish. He's a Turkish guy. He was number two last year. He came in and played.
So he was there last year.
He was there last year. He played in the FA Cup game.
Okay, yeah.
And he saved the penalties. So he's done all right there. But when he played in the Prem, he has made a few mistakes. So he's not convinced me. Onana doesn't convince me. So I think everywhere else we looked pretty good. The new boys looked good. We looked quick. We looked promising. But I just think we get a goalie. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, Man United were just first to all the second balls. They looked sharper than Arsenal.
They looked really sharp.
They did look sharp, and their new boys impressed me a lot. The Cunha and Mbeumo.
Yeah,
and even with Mount up front, them three looked really good.
They did. It looked really good. It's just, I think obviously Raya had a brilliant game for Arsenal, made some big saves. But I think there's plenty of positives there to take. Obviously, it's only one game. There's a long way to go.
Yeah.
Being United, it could all go downhill. But I think there's a lot to be optimistic about. And I think for first game of the season, bar the result, I think there's plenty of positives and we just move on. Arsenal are going to be favourites for the league, so you just scratch it off and we move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's go. Just on Arsenal's goal, it was obviously another set piece.
Yeah.
Like we spoke, Arsenal, for me as an Arsenal fan, I thought I was disappointed in the performance, but obviously happy with the result. But we just scored from a set piece again, and defended decent for most of the game. What was your thoughts on that goal? Because it seemed, I don't know what it is with Arsenal and their set pieces. It just seemed so simple. They hit a sort of a lofted, curved on the keeper, and one of the big back four just hit it.
Yeah, it's just they're effective with it last year, and they've started off how they mean to go on with it. But I just think from a goalie's point of view, which I am, it's just poor goalkeeping. It's just you can't.
Do you blame that on the keeper?
I blame that on the keeper. People are saying it's a foul. I don't see it as a foul in there. It's a contact sport. It had a push and shove. I just think the goalie's just got to be stronger and do better. I think, from my point of view, he had Mount on the outside. I would have had Mount between me and the Arsenal player, so Mount can hold him against it, and it gives me a bit more room to come and punch it.
Yeah. Instead
of Raya done it in the game perfectly, United pushing on him, he came and punched it.
But these are like the world-class elite players with an elite club and elite manager. Why are they not thinking that? Or is it just harder to do than
I don't know. I think it's
a bit laughable, isn't it?
It's just obviously it works. Obviously it isn't as easy as what we say it is, but I just think
because Mount was he was on Saliba for one point on the corners. I don't get it.
No, I think you always get taught from early on is the tallest takes the tallest.
Yeah.
And then what you do, you work your way down.
But it's very rarely man on man now, is it?
Yeah, all your best headers do their best headers. It's you kind of know what to do. But Mount shouldn't be on him for the first place. But I just think overall it's a poor goal to concede. I don't think it was a great ball in from Rice.
Yeah, but that's all our corners are. They're just swung back post near the keeper.
And Arsenal are a physical side. But it was just poor goalkeeping, poor goal to concede, and it just didn't look great. Other than that, it was a good afternoon. And from Arsenal's point of view, a set piece. You won the game. You take it, but it wasn't a fantastic afternoon, was it? It wasn't brilliant performances from you guys.
What with Man United's new signings, were you impressed with them?
Yeah. All of them. They just looked really good. They looked like United players. Every time they got the ball, they went forward, and it looked really promising. I was really excited by it. And they look good players. They look like they can deal with the United pressure.
Yeah.
And none of them crumbled or went missing, or they all started off really, really well.
Yeah, Cunha was Cunha's a good player, man. He looked very good. So did Mbeumo, but Cunha, the way he drives with the ball, he looks like he's happy to take responsibility of making stuff happen at the top of the pitch. The only thing is, though, I'm not sure obviously with them front three I liked, but that means Bruno is near enough got to stay in the two with Casemiro.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that will then be he'll get caught out at some point in the season because he's not that sort of sensible, structured player to just stay in the middle.
No, he's not a holding player.
No, he needs a
attacking.
licence to go and make things happen. So I don't know, like I can just see that not working. Him and Casemiro. Like before the game, I thought Bruno and Casemiro are in midfield against our three.
Yeah,
Zubimendi, Rice, and I thought we'd run that, and we didn't.
He didn't.
Like I don't know what's happening.
I just think it's just from Arsenal's point of view, it's just first game of the season as well. Do you know what I mean? It takes a while. I guess they've had pre-season, but it's just sometimes it takes a while to get ticking. Sometimes we all have off afternoons. A few Arsenal players did, but he still won the game.
Yeah.
But going back to the United point, I would be a bit worried having Fernandes there all season long because I feel like he wants that licence.
Could you see Mount even switching with Bruno? Because I mean, Mount's like almost a utility player where he's that good. He can play in all these deeper roles.
Potentially, we've also got Sesko as well, who's going to be a striker for us as well. And
Yeah.
I think. Obviously, we only just signed him last week and wasn't really ready to start. But I think once he gets up to fitness and ready, I think he's going to be the starting striker. So
Do you reckon?
I reckon.
Is he that good? Is he good? I've not actually seen him play.
I've not seen that much of him. I've heard good things. 21, 22, but I think
6'5", isn't he?
So, I mean,
That's too tall, man. He's playing the wrong sport.
He looked alright when he came off the bench. So I would like to think he'd be the starting striker. So I don't know how it would deal with Mount, whether he drops in or comes off the bench, or unless he just rotates it. But I would like to think Sesko would be starting.
Do you reckon?
Next week or in the next upcoming matches, because we don't spend that amount of money on someone not starting.
Yeah, I just want to say on Mount, like I hope he goes through at least the first few months injury free, because he's had it like tough the last couple of years, and he is such a good player. And you can just tell by every manager that he's played under has spoke so highly of him.
Yeah.
So if he stays fit and gets a run, he'll boost Man United on his own,
massively,
because of how good he is.
Like I say, he's a brilliant player. He's been unfortunate of injury since he came to United in the back end of his Chelsea career, but he's a fantastic player, and I want him to do well. And like I say, if he stays fit, it'd be a good season for him and a good season for United.
Yeah. Let's talk on Arsenal's new signing, Gyokeres.
Yeah.
He's come under sort of divided opinion because he didn't have the best game, and I don't know what was your thoughts on him, because he's got I thought he'd done okay. Like I thought he held the ball up really well. He's very strong in like holding the ball up. He was bullying De Ligt a lot of the time. Had good battles with him, and the service, like Arsenal weren't at it. Everyone can see that. So the service weren't great. What's your thoughts like? Which way are you going with him?
I think it's
very early, of course.
It is very. I think he's the whole thing. I don't think he's maybe had a full pre-season. I think he wasn't training at Sporting, or he was refusing to go in.
Yeah.
So he's been doing a lot of one-to-one stuff, and that's not. You can do all that in the world. But that's not the same as playing or being with other people. So I just don't think he was fit, which is understandable for what's happened. I think give him a couple of weeks and a few months, you'll probably see the real deal. But he's scored goals everywhere. He's in Portugal last year. He's a good player. He showed some good glimpses. His hold-up play was good, like you said. I don't think it's one game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, give him some slack. Give him time. He's going to score goals. He's going to do well. Just give him time.
Yeah. Do you think Arteta will, like in the bigger games, maybe further along down the season, go with Havertz? Because it did it was evident to see when Havertz come on, he brings that like link-up play and drops deeper a bit more, and we look back to like how we normally play. But then we're not bringing Gyokeres in to do that. We want him to be a bit of a brute, give that different dimension, and to be good on transitions, and ultimately to get like the clinical finishing.
Yeah, potentially, but also you've got. I think Arsenal was a bit of transition because he's so different to Havertz and how he plays, and that style of play might take a while. Arsenal have to change it a little bit instead of having, because Havertz comes deep. Well, obviously Gyokeres doesn't. Maybe he keep him up high. So I think as well, it's just developing that and getting used to that, the difference between those two.
Yeah.
But I definitely can see certain games in certain teams, maybe Havertz starting over him and those two switching depending on who they're playing.
Yeah, I think he'll come good, man. I think people who are like talking negatively after the weekend, I think I'm the opposite side. I do think he'll come good. I just think we're so used to labelling now, especially last couple of years, as United as this like fairly easy team to go, and they've been poor. But I can see they look really good. I can see them doing like having a really good season, let's say top 4, and then you look back on that win, first game of the season against at Old Trafford, and we've beat a top team.
Yeah, and everyone goes, what a brilliant win that was.
Yeah.
Just because United haven't been great the last couple of years.
Yeah.
People think, for us, 1-0 Old Trafford's a terrible result. You've got to be winning that 2-3-4.
Yeah, yeah.
But where United looked right, and it was a good game. You think 1-0 back in the day when United in the pomp, you go, what a fantastic result that is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think, like say, come end of the season, if United are in the top 4, top 5, 6, Arsenal look back at that and go, good result that.
Yeah, and we can't it seems every year Arsenal, all we needed was a striker, all we needed was an extra player. Do you think? I looked at the left wing with Martinelli, and he has been so good for us, especially a couple of years ago, but he's not been able to get that form back, and he was probably the one player that I'm not having at the moment. Like, I feel like we do need to change that position, but I don't know. What do you think? Do we need to get someone else in?
He's had some glimpses. He's had some good spells, but I never thought, even when you first signed him, I never thought he was that good.
He had a season where he ripped it up, though. He did.
Yeah, he did. But other than that, he wasn't. It doesn't convince me.
Yeah.
I think you could look to replace him. I don't know who with. I don't know what the money you've got, what money you've got left, and things like that. But I definitely do think you are a bit weaker on that left hand side.
Yeah. And I do think another positive for Arsenal is we basically started two different fullbacks that we have almost all of last season.
Yeah.
We normally have Timber and Lewis Skelly. We played Calafiori, who got the goal, and Ben White. And defensively, the level don't drop at all, really. I think going forward, I would prefer the other two. But I think that also shows how good what good position Arsenal are in.
Yeah.
Because we can bring them back. Again, I do think we play better with the other two, so I'd prefer them in. The other new signing, Zubimendi. Now, I think he's class. I do think he's really good. The only thing is, I think it will show over the next few games how good Partey actually was for Arsenal.
Yeah.
All the slate he got because he'd looked slow on transition and wasn't the most mobile. But in the positions where the back four are playing out under pressure with the keeper, and he's the glue between them and keeping it ticking, he done that so well. It just went over people's heads.
Yeah, people didn't appreciate it, didn't realise how good of a job he did at that.
Yeah, and you could see it when Zubimendi, a lot of the time he wouldn't be available in the times where Partey would, and also when he'd get it, the decisions wouldn't be as good. I still think he got on the ball and progressed it well on the weekend, but I think people will start to see over the next few months how fucking good Partey was.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with that. I think.
Where's he gone now, Partey?
Villarreal. He's got some legal issues.
I know, yeah. As soon as he left Arsenal, the legal issues just all of a sudden come to surface.
Yeah, so that's a bit dodgy, but I don't know. Obviously,
do you reckon that's just Arsenal putting a cover over that?
Potentially, but also then law doesn't matter about what Arsenal do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but why has it come out as soon as he's left Arsenal? Literally the day after he left Arsenal, Partey's been charged with.
I don't know. There's definitely something dodgy going on there, but that's obviously not our place to speak about it. But yeah, he's on to Villarreal. I think he will be a big miss. But then the other guy, it takes time as well, different style of playing, getting comfortable going in, facing your goal to get the ball. All good players can do it, but it takes time.
Arteta will demand something different from what every other team asks.
Yeah, and it just takes time as well to get comfortable in that. You know what it's like. You can't do it overnight. It does take months to build up to it, and in a few months' time, he could be doing the exact same thing as Partey, or you could be going, actually, he's not doing it. We do miss Partey. You just don't know, but time will tell.
It's one game, innit?
Exactly that. People do forget it's literally one game, and no one's flying at the first game of the season. Really, City won 4, but that's City. But I mean, they weren't, even though they weren't that good. They were poor.
We'll get on to that.
We will. But I mean, so it's only first game of the season. Come Christmas time, everyone's going to be fit, raring to go. It's going to be completely different. So, like you said, you won the game. Just move on. Yeah.
Well, so after that game, are you more positive or less positive about United?
More positive.
Definitely.
Obviously, we lost, and doesn't mean we're going to do well. Yeah. But it just there was just more game. It was more enjoyable to watch than last year, and we looked good. We looked threatening. I think another day we win the game.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, man. But we'll go on to Liverpool-Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So this was the first game of the
Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night of the Premier League season. Ended up 4-2 to Liverpool. Firstly, what did you make of Liverpool? Because they were the favourites for the majority of people going in to the season, and then again, one game, people's opinions change like the wind, and they're sort of saying, they'll be exciting to watch, but will they have the defence to stop all the goals leaking in as well? Like, they'll score loads, but they're also going to concede. Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Again, it's the first game of the season. Yeah. I think they'll be fine. I think they won the game. Okay, they conceded 2 goals, but Bournemouth played well.
Yeah,
and they have some good attacking players. And I just think they won the game. It's first game of the season. There's a lot with Liverpool, obviously with Diego Jota. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotion. Things other than football do happen. And he's probably Anfield first game of the season. He's going to be in everyone's mind. There's other things to factor in as well. But again, they won. They scored 4 goals. Okay, they conceded 2, but they've got Van Dijk. They've got Alisson. They've got a good defence. They're going to keep clean sheets. I think
probably get Mark Gay in.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I don't think they're going to concede that many goals, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really don't. I think they've got too many good players. I think they'll be all right. Again, it's only first game of the season. They won. They scored 4 goals. They move on. They'll be like, job done.
Yeah.
It's not anything too much to worry about.
That's the one thing that annoys me with a lot of fans that are chronically online, because after one game or after one moment, like, people overanalyze everything and their opinions just change.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't judge something after one game and change your whole opinion and let that affect you so much, because it's such a long season. It's 38 game season.
Well, so you've played. We play. I'm never first game of the season. I'm never sure. I don't feel 100%. I feel good. Come like 10, 15 games into the season, I know it. I'm ready. I'm 100%. It takes time to build up to it. Your pre-season games, that's what they only play 4 or 5 or 6 of those. You don't play that many.
And you play probably half the minutes.
You do, and the intensity is not the same. So it does take, even these world-class players, it takes time to build the sharpness up. Come 10, 15 games, everyone's firing, everyone's ready to go. It'll be completely different. Yeah,
for me, it was always like, by the 5th game, I felt like, right, I'm at my sort of 100%.
You just need a little run, don't you?
And also, what makes it different as well is all these top players, they normally have an international period, so they have less time off, so they don't really need to get back sharp. But now they've had more time off. It's not a surprise for me that certain players, like in the Arsenal game, aren't firing as well, because they've had more time off. It takes longer to get back.
Exactly that. And so a lot of the players are the same. So again, it takes time to build up. So the most important thing, in my opinion, about the first game of the season is winning. Yeah. The result, the performance doesn't matter. Win the game, the performances will come. Yeah. You want to start off well. You won the game. There's positivity there. You won the game, and then you move on. Then the form builds and builds and builds. Yeah, 100%, mate. Let's on that game, obviously, person who got Bournemouth's 2 goals was Antoine Semenyo. Obviously, he received the horrible racist incident. Yeah, which is disgraceful. But it just shows what a class act he is in terms of the way he dealt with it on the pitch and the way he dealt with it after the game on social media, the posts he put out. And then the best way to respond to that is what he done by scoring 2 goals. Unbelievable goals, took the game by the scruff of the neck, and they were good goals, man. It was fantastic. To do that after what he went through. It shows you his mentality, his resilience, and because that's just wrong in so many levels. You just can't do that, and a lot of that would affect a lot of people, understandably. Yeah. And for him to, obviously, it would have affected him, but him to have the mindset, the mentality to be, that's it. I'll show you. Yeah. Let me show you what I can do, and scored 2 fantastic goals. And he's a brilliant player. And like I said, he dealt with it really well. But it's just such a shame that this day and age, stuff like that is still happening. It's from a disabled fan as well. Yeah. Which makes it it's just why would you do that? You go through difficult things in your life. Yeah. People probably treat you with, unfortunately, with disrespect and say things. Sometimes people like that should know even more. Yeah, people think because they're footballers and they're put on this pedestal and they're earning loads of money and they're on TV every week that they can't be affected. You almost have free license to say what you want, but they're the same as you at the end of the day. They're human beings. Yeah. They have emotions, they have feelings, they have everything. So just because they play and earn X amount of money, doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to give them abuse really anyway. Yeah. People do, but when it comes to things like race, it's wrong and it's disgraceful, and it's a shame because someone like that ruins it for Liverpool. One small person, minority, just ruins it, and hopefully he gets dealt with, he gets arrested. And he got kicked out at half time, I know that. Well, that's good. But then I say the way he reacted, scored 2 goals, just testimony to what he's like as a person, and he's just really, he dealt with it really, really well. Yeah, and on his football ability, I've known him since we were kids, basically. We played football when we were kids together, and I've never seen someone, especially in the last 3 or 4 years, who's improved on their game year on year so much. Players sometimes get to a level by 22, 23, and they might keep going up a little bit, or they'll sort of stay and go up a bit, down a bit in patches, similar to Rashford or people like that. But every single year, he's improved dramatically from the previous year. Yeah. I've looked at him in this season so far, 1 game, I know, compared to last year, and you just think he's brought other stuff into his game, or he's levelled up areas of his game that he didn't have last year. I just think he's a top player, man, and I wish Arsenal fucking signed him. We were speaking about that left wing. He would be perfect anywhere across the front 3 for Arsenal. He's fantastic. He's just signed a new deal with Bournemouth, didn't he? Yeah, he signed. I think after this year,
He's gone in Jan, man. He's gone in Jan.
Maybe, but I think if not Jan, definitely end of the season. I think he's just so good. And if he continues the way he's just started, frightening. And like I said, I thought Bournemouth would struggle.
Exactly, I was going to say that. Yeah,
I thought that when we done our predictions last week, I think they were 18th, relegated. But you know what? After watching them Friday night, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah.
I know it's early days. I'm not necessarily changing my mind, but they showed that they can compete. Yeah. And even though they've lost a lot of key players, they looked all right. Yeah,
I'm 100% changing my mind. I didn't have them going down, but I had them like bottom half of the table, definitely. Like low bottom half. And I mean, rightly so. They lost pretty much their whole back four. They lost a couple of key attacking players. But they've still got, I mean, he's going to be a big part for them, Antoine, to help carry them through. But they've got a top manager that the players buy into. Yeah. And I think that's the key. As long as they keep that sort of morale and atmosphere within the team, which they seem to have against the champions, I think they'll be fine.
No, I agree. I think it was an entertaining first game of the season anyway to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Just before we move off Liverpool, I just want to touch on a couple of players. Their new signing, Ekitike.
Yeah.
He's dangerously good, man.
Dangerously good. Yeah, he was frightening.
Yeah, I was thinking they need to get an Isak to win this league, but I don't think they do. I don't think they do, mate. He was fucking top, and he's well young, isn't he?
21, 22.
Where's he come from? Do you know?
Somewhere.
Where do these players come from?
Was it Frankfurt? I don't know.
Was it Frankfurt?
Maybe. Yeah, I think it was Frankfurt in the German league. I don't know. I could get that wrong. Don't hold me to that. But I think it's.
But he was top.
Like that.
Wirtz looked good.
Salah was Salah.
Yeah, Salah. Everyone debates when is the year he's going to drop off, because there has to be one. But do you think it's going to be this year?
Nope.
No. But even with his goal, Salah winds me up as a footballer. Not him personally, but when I see him dribble, it really doesn't look natural. Especially when he shifts it onto his right, it looks like if I looked at him and he was like a teenager, and I see someone dribble like that, regardless, I don't think you're going to be a footballer.
Yeah, I know.
And he's a Premier League legend, and he will just bang them in.
He's so good, isn't he? But yeah, I just think Liverpool just look good.
Yeah,
the new signings look good. Salah looks good. I just think that I still think they'll be hard to beat.
Yeah, I just think they need to shore up a little defensively, I think, and then they'll be okay. Maybe the left back area might need a bit of work, but again, Salah's just, I don't know, man. He just seems to score. And every 9 out of 10 goals he scores, I'm just thinking, how have he just scored?
Yeah, it seems to get better and better as well as he gets older.
Yeah, definitely. Right, we're going to City. So we've spoke about Arsenal, United, obviously Liverpool. The third team that's probably in the title race, Man City. And they went under the radar at the start of the season in everyone's Premier League winner predictions. For me especially, I thought they'd best get second, maybe third. Just because I feel like everyone wants the Pep era to be over, and because they dropped off last year so drastically from dominating the years before, it's almost like the Pep era is over. But they just cruised to a 4-0 win, really.
Yeah, I don't think it is over.
No, it's fucking not over, man.
I don't think it's. They're just good. Defensively, they still weren't great.
No, they're not. But
Wolves done all right and had some good chances.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, don't get wrong. First 20 minutes to half hour, Wolves looked just as good as them.
They did.
But as soon as they got the couple goals, then it's it just puts it to bed. And defensively, I think if they have are able to keep Stones and Diaz fit together, they're going to be serious, because they didn't have Rodri then.
Yeah.
They've got this new signing, what's his name? Reinders. Oh my God.
He's unbelievable.
Reinders, I've never heard of him or seen him play before. I watched him on the weekend. I thought, fuck me, they've got a player. I've heard he was good, but I didn't think he was that good.
I was exactly that. I've never heard of him before. They got him from AC Milan, I think.
I don't know, man.
And he's just, wow. I was watching it, I was going, wow, where have you come from?
Yeah, and you think you've still got Rodri to come back into that, and I'm thinking these are going to be serious. And then I'm thinking players like Phil Foden aren't going to start.
Yeah.
Did he start on the weekend?
No, he wasn't. He was injured. He wasn't involved at all.
But I don't know. City, they're definitely going to be.
They'll be up there.
They're going to be right. It wouldn't surprise me if they just go and dominate it now, like they have previously. I think it's the most equal race for a Premier League we've seen in a while in terms of all three teams.
Yeah.
Probably more so than last year, because we see City drop off early on. I think it is going to be Liverpool, Arsenal, City. Hopefully, to the end, it'll be nip and tuck.
No, I agree. I think, it's a three-way title race, I think.
So why do you think they've not been spoken about as much, City?
I just think
for the reasons.
because they didn't do so well last year. I think the big focus has been Liverpool, Arsenal, because they've been so close. Liverpool obviously win it. Arsenal have been second, 2-3 years in a row. So I think that's kind of taken the focus, and City have just gone about it. They were at the Club World Cup. They've done okay, but they didn't win it. They didn't anything. I think they have slightly gone under the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they this rock up against Wolves and spank them 4-0.
Yeah, and Haaland got another 2, didn't he?
Another 2. Yeah, he's just.
I think he's got like the best record ever for Premier League starts. Like he's for like August because he starts like an absolute train. He does, doesn't he?
He's just. But you watch him, he doesn't actually do anything in the game really. But he just scores. He just scores 2 or 3 goals. He's just the joke, isn't he? His positioning, his timing, his finishing, everything about him is just phenomenal.
Yeah, and it's Pep's last year as well. If he wins,
so.
He's got to call it a day, isn't he? I think
So, but it's gonna be. I think for a neutral, it's gonna be an exciting year.
Yeah.
Probably a stressful year for Liverpool, Arsenal, City fans because I think it's gonna be so neck and neck.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be exciting anyway, and I think City they just look good.
I think they're generally similar to last year. It comes down to what team gets the worst injuries to their biggest players.
Yeah.
I think these days, because it's so tight, that massively makes a difference of who wins the league.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it'll come down to.
Yeah. I think it will be a good test to see this weekend coming up, City versus Spurs, for both teams. Because Spurs won 3-0. Richarlison looked decent.
Good.
Yeah, some seriously good finishes. But they weren't against who did they play? Burnley, yeah. And City played Wolves. So I'm excited to see how they match up against each other.
It should be a good game.
Who do you think wins that?
I think City win it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Is that City? Is it at City?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it is.
I think they win it either way.
Even still, I think they win it.
But
either a draw or they win.
Spurs have got unbelievable record against them the last few years. They beat them 4-0 last year.
I know. That was last year.
I know, but even years previous, they've had good. They've very good.
They've always do well, especially at Spurs' stadium. They always seem to do well. But I think City. I think they're just. I think City would beat them.
You reckon? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go to Chelsea Palace.
Yeah. 0-0.
Again, Chelsea had loads of hype about them going into the season, about how they're going to finish a lot higher and have a better chance. What was your thoughts on that game and like each team's performances?
I think it was a fairly even game.
Yeah.
I think a draw was probably a fair result. I think Chelsea looked okay at times, but I think you got to remember Chelsea have won the Club World Cup. They've had less of a pre-season.
Yeah.
So have City, but City didn't get as far. Chelsea obviously won it, got all the way to the end. So I think Chelsea haven't. I think Chelsea are going to take them maybe a month or two to get up to pace because they've had a longer season than a shorter off season. I think it will just take a bit longer to get up to speed.
Yeah.
So I think once they get there, they'll be all right. But I think potentially it'll take a bit longer.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, but I also sometimes think when teams have less of a pre-season and they've played longer, I feel like they can start better. Like Chelsea looked fit to me. They all looked very fit, and then I think later in the season that has their effects because they've had less time off.
Yeah.
But I thought Palace were good. I thought Palace.
They're very good.
They defended very well, and they had chances on the counter. And I'm just going to be sad to see Eze go because I think they will struggle then. If Mark Gay and Eze goes, I think that could be. It's very unfortunate and sad to see because I feel like they can have such a good season this year, Palace. Like I think they can easily break top half if they go. I know there's rumours of Harvey Elliott. I think he can be. Listen, he's going to be a good signing, but I don't think he's going to replace Eze, is he?
No one is. But it's just about getting that. If those two do leave, from Palace's point of view, it's just about getting the recruitment right.
Yeah.
Getting someone that obviously isn't going to be an Eze, but you're going to be getting two players in that position. You just need to recruit right because they've got such a good manager and such a good core, and they do well. They just got to recruit well, replace them well, and then I think they'll be okay. But like I say, if they don't, I just go it could be a tough season because they're such. Yeah, Gahey and Eze are such big players and big misses. Yeah,
I just think who they're going to get in instead of Gahey. Like they've obviously Harvey Elliott maybe for Eze, but I've not heard any rumours of them getting a centre half in.
I haven't either.
And they play three at the back.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, so just on Chelsea, I see something online that Cole Palmer has not scored from open play for Chelsea since January 2024. He's obviously got goals since, not from open play. But all the hype and the start he had last season, do you think, what's your thoughts on that? Is that worrying for Chelsea? Is it worrying for Palmer?
I think so. Is that just Prem?
That's just Prem, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's not necessarily. I think it is a long time, isn't it?
Like that, he's meant to be their talisman, their go-to guy, which he was for the first half of last season. But to not get a goal when you're playing in that number 10 position, and the strike, like Chelsea don't have a striker that's banging in goals. Like they're heavily reliant on Cole Palmer. He's not got a goal since Jan. All these people that were screaming for Cole Palmer, like Ballon d'Or shouts, or he's better than Odegaard, he's the best 10 in the world. You got to score.
No, he does, and that is slightly worrying. If he's not scored a Premier goal since Jan in open play, I think it is because he's that talisman. He's got to get goals, and he gets assists, but goals from open play, a lot of goals. He's got. I think that will come. Yeah, I think he's that good of a player, but it is slightly worrying that it's that long.
Yeah, I'm not hating on Cole Palmer, by the way. I think he's one of the best players in the league.
Oh, he's a fantastic player,
and I think he can also. If he was in my team, I wouldn't care if he didn't score too much because of how much he does elsewhere anyway. But the fact he hasn't scored in that long is a little alarming. Yeah, for Chelsea.
I think so because he's such an important player.
Yeah, he's just one. Yeah, exactly.
He needs to be getting minimum.
They rely on him so
12,
heavy.
13 goals a year.
Yeah.
Season in the Prem.
Yeah, defo, 100%. Let's on that game, the Chelsea Palace game, we spoke about Eze. He obviously scored a free kick. He did, which got disallowed, and I was actually surprised to hear the amount of people. I don't know if this is because we both played professional football, but I was surprised to hear the amount of people that didn't know about that rule.
Yeah,
it's been a part of football. I think 2019 they introduced the rule.
Long time.
I've always known about that rule that you have to be the attacking teams who have got the free kick have to be a metre away from the defending team's wall.
Yeah,
you must know that as a keeper.
Yeah, you do. Well, I would always say to the ref, make sure they're metre away, because if they're not,
blocks your eyesight. Yeah,
blocks your eyesight, or the goal goes in, gets disallowed. So you make sure the ref's aware. So obviously they know, but I think a lot of the time as well, it probably has happened a lot.
That's the thing; they're enforcing it now.
Yeah, that's so I could totally get people, Palace fans, being frustrated with it because they've just after 6 years just decided to enforce it now, and is a bit annoying because you've not really seen it happen much.
Yeah,
but. It's against the laws of the game, so the ref is in the right.
So in your opinion, that's correct decision.
Correct decision, but it's just I can totally get the frustration because it's not consistent.
Yeah.
Now he's done that, you should expect that to happen because it happens in every single game. It's got to be done.
It always happens, yeah.
Yeah, so they've got to be consistent. Now, they can't just have it as a one-off.
Yeah.
It has to be every single game you see it happens. The ref's got to put it up.
Yeah, to be fair, and I thought it could have been given as a foul. To be honest, like he did just shove him out of the way. Mark
Gay. He did just grab him, so you can't literally do that either.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, so
like I thought like Mark Gay, as he's run over to the wall, I think he's almost shoved. I can't remember the Chelsea player that was there. So, like he could have given it for a foul, or the reason they gave it for to stop the thing.
You can't just pull someone out the way so it opens a gap. You can nudge him a little bit. But you can't. He literally was very forceful and pulled him. So yeah, it could have been a foul, but it was nice to see a ref do it.
Yeah. But
they've just got to keep it consistent now. They can't just have it as a one-off.
Yeah, that's the thing is they've been so lenient on stuff like that. It's almost like it is a new rule. And they've also, I noticed this year, they've been a lot stricter with the 6 seconds from the goalkeeper.
8 seconds now.
8 seconds, is it?
8 seconds
8 seconds. I think they've made it a bit longer so they can just make sure they enforce it because every single time the keeper got the ball in the history of football for like the last 20 years, no ref has really pulled up a keeper for holding it longer than 6 seconds.
No, I've never had it. And I'd hold it, if you're winning 1-0,
you can get away for probably like 30 seconds, couldn't you?
45 seconds, sometimes you can get away with it.
But in the first game, I think there was definitely one yellow card for a keeper that got it for that reason, holding it longer.
And then the Spurs-Burnley game, Burnley goalie got corner given 3 minutes into the game because he had it longer than 8 seconds.
Yeah, so they're just knuckling down a bit more, aren't they?
So I don't mind that as long as they stay consistent with it. I have no issue with it. It's when they don't, it becomes frustrating. It's like why you do it 1 week, next week you don't. You just got to keep it consisristent, and then no one have an issue with it.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see how they go with that, man. But I don't mind that decision. I see a lot of people moaning, but I think it's fine, and I wanted Palace to win that game. So
yeah.
But on Eze again, he looks like he's going to Spurs. It looked like as well, I see after the game he went over and clapped the fans. It looked like it was a farewell clap. Even if he doesn't, he probably don't know when he's going, but I reckon he knows he is going at some point. So that's probably why he's seeing the fans like he did. Do you think he'll thrive under Thomas Frank at Spurs?
I don't know.
Do you not think?
I think he will. He's a good enough player. Doesn't matter who the manager. I think he will thrive.
I think he's going to rip it up under them, man.
Yeah.
If it was Ange, I wouldn't be as confident. But the fact is Frank, I think it's going to be a great signing, and I'm just gutted that he's now gone to a rival of Arsenal's.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know if he'd start for Arsenal, I just didn't want him to then go join Tottenham.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's a fantastic player. He will tear it up there. And especially with Maddison's injury in that 10 role, he'll play there pretty much week in, week out in Champions League football. So I get the move for Eze to go and play at the highest level. But, yeah, it would have been a good fit for Arsenal when he wouldn't start over Odegaard and Arsenal. Yeah. And he's not the same.
He needs to start week in, week out.
He's not the same on the left.
That's the thing. He's not. We need 2 wide players, Arsenal.
So I think it'd be a good fit for everyone. I think he's that good of a player that he'll do well wherever he goes. And I think in that 10 role, he'll do well for Spurs and for Thomas Frank.
Yeah. Lastly, I just want to talk about the West Ham Sunderland game. West Ham lost 3-0.
Yeah, they're down.
And do you reckon?
They are so screwed. They just look like they gave up as well.
They're poor, man.
They're poor. I said they'd do badly. I didn't think they'd do that badly.
I thought Sunderland would do worse, but they look all right, Sunderland.
Good. I said Sunderland would stay up, and we did our pick. Sunderland looked good.
Yeah.
3-0, obviously Stadium Light, first game of the season, Prem. The atmosphere's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
But they look good. They had the game plan. It looked well. They looked comfortable. But yeah, West Ham were poor.
Yeah. But they
poor.
The stadium, obviously, first game of the season, big stadium, big crowd, big atmosphere. You'd think that would make them go out and lose their heads a bit. But the first half, Sunderland pretty much sat in a little bit, stayed comfortable, and it gave West Ham that false sense of security, thinking, right, these are a team below us, we can keep the ball and play. And then come out second half and they sort of just run them ragged. They've got a few good goals. I don't know if you see their headed goals.
Yeah.
Do you think the keepers? I can't remember which one it was. The keeper's got the guy who scored for Sunderland with the header. He's done the best he could from there, but you can't be letting that in, man.
It's difficult because
one of them was good. One of them fair enough, but there was one. I
think the first header was good. The second header it's a great header and it's good, but it's gone very slow.
The keeper's got to save that.
I think he's a small goalie.
Well, that's he needs to get bigger then.
I think
get a bigger keeper in.
I think he's like 6 foot maybe. He looks small anyway.
He stinks.
He's a good goalie.
Really?
He had a poor game.
What's his name?
Yams Hammerson or Hammerson something.
Is he actually good?
He is a good goalie. He was very good at Leicester. His distribution is very good. They signed him from Leicester for 18 mil.
West Ham are in the bin, man.
He is a good goalie and he will be better. Last goal, he wasn't great if he should have saved it. And then the header, questionably, yes. But with time, it was just a poor afternoon in general for West Ham.
Yeah, but I can't see them getting better.
No,
with the attacking, they don't give me any excitement. Graham Potter, I think he's a really good manager. I think he's better than what a lot of people say about him. But I just don't think it's for West Ham. I don't think it's that type of club.
No, they're just not recruited well enough. And they just like I said, it just looked like they gave up.
Yeah, so do you think West Ham go down?
Potentially, them or Brentford.
Them or Brentford?
Yeah, but it's just...
Who did Brentford play? They drew, didn't they?
No, they lost 3-1 to Forest.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Forest looked good. I said Forest to struggle as well.
Yeah.
I think I've got that much. Forest looked good, and they've signed so many good players as well.
They've signed 4 right wingers, is that right?
Yeah,
they've signed loads of right wingers for 80 mil. In total.
Yeah, they've signed a lot of good players. That James McAtee from City.
Oh, he's a good player. He's a good player. They signed
Hutchinson from Ipswich.
Yeah, the old Arsenal player.
Yes.
Yeah, Amari Hutchinson.
They look like they're going to get Douglas Luiz as well from Juventus.
What's mad about that, right? Amari Hutchinson has left Arsenal to go Ipswich, and we knew he was a prospect, and then he's left Ipswich to go Nottingham Forest for 35 mil. That would be Arsenal's record sale.
That's crazy.
That is mad, isn't it?
So bad at selling.
Arsenal are the worst club in history for transfers, buying and selling business-wise.
Yeah.
Because we just can't sell any players for any decent money. I think Chamberlain's our record at the moment, 30 mil to Southampton. Second place.
That was years ago.
Yeah, and then our second highest was Anelka. Anelka was back in 99 or whatever it was. That shows how, and that was back then. We haven't sold anyone of any serious money since.
I don't know.
And think all the club players that have gone out of our club: Ozil, Aubameyang, Fabregas.
Wow.
That just pisses me off about Arsenal. The fact that Ipswich have taken a player that we sold a year and a half later and sold him for our record sale.
Yeah, and they got relegated.
Yeah. That was a championship sale.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, anyway. But going back to the Forest, they did look good and they've signed well, so I think I got that one wrong as well.
Yeah, nice.
But we shall see.
All right, I will just finish off with some predictions for the title race teams. for the next game week coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
So we spoke about City, Spurs. I think that's a big game. Let me just check who is at home. So Man City are at home, 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday. What's your predictions for that game? Score.
City win.
You reckon?
City win. I'm going 2-1.
Really, City? Thing is, if it was at Spurs, I'd say Spurs win. I'm going to go a 2-2 draw. Because I think, I don't know, man. I'm just so torn on City right now. Do I think they're going to terrorise it, or do I think they played Wolves and it was an easy game? But I think Spurs will do well this season. So I'm going to go 2-2. You go 2-1, yeah?
Yeah.
Arsenal Leeds. Arsenal are at home. I think 3-0. Gyokeres, 2 goals. Shut up all the haters. I generally, at Arsenal, I think we're going to turn them over, man.
I think
United are a tough team.
4-0 Arsenal.
4-0. Yeah,
Arsenal
like that.
Arsenal batter them.
Yeah. Leeds, they did. They won?
They won. They done well against Everton. They won.
Yeah.
But it's at the Emirates.
And Everton
Arsenal,
didn't look great.
I think.
Okay.
Arsenal win definitely.
Last one, we'll finish off Newcastle at home to Liverpool Monday night. At Newcastle. It's interesting that, you know.
That is interesting, but Newcastle didn't look great against Villa.
No.
0-0 draw, wasn't it? It wasn't
But
great.
Liverpool are going to be opening that game, I think. Yeah. I'm going to go... who are you going?
I'm going to go 3-2 Liverpool.
3-2 Liverpool. Oh, fuck. I don't know if they'll concede that many. I'll go 2-1 Liverpool. Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Liverpool. Well, we'll leave it there and we'll see how they all get on.
Yeah, let's see.
Lovely.
Watch us all be wrong.